They did it. WWE actually did it. They took one of the most beloved legends in wrestling history, a man who's given his body, his health, his life to this business for over 3 decades, and they fed him to a YouTube celebrity who treats wrestling like it's just another side hustle between energy drink commercials. I'm talking about what we just witnessed on Raw tonight, the 10th of February 2025, and if you're not absolutely furious right now, you haven't been paying attention. Rey Mysterio, the master of the 619, a man who revolutionized Lucha Libre in America, a Hall of Famer, a legend who's inspired generations of wrestlers, and WWE just had him put over Logan Paul, a guy who's been in the business for what, a hot minute, in an Elimination Chamber qualifying match. Let me say that again, Rey Mysterio, at this stage of his career, just did the job for a part-time influencer. Before we go any further, I need you to answer this in the comments. Do you think Rey Mysterio deserved better than this? Because I'm genuinely curious if I'm the only one who feels completely disrespected on behalf of every wrestling fan who grew up watching Rey sacrifice everything in that ring. Now look, I know what some of you are already typing. Logan Paul is actually good though. He's bringing mainstream attention to WWE. Get over it, old man. And you know what, you're not entirely wrong about his in-ring ability. Logan Paul can go. Nobody with functioning eyes can deny that he's surprisingly athletic, that he's got natural timing, and that he takes this more seriously than anyone expected. But that's not the point. That's never been the point. The point is about respect. The point is about legacy. The point is about what message this sends to every single person who's grinding on the independent circuit right now, working for gas money and hot dogs, dreaming of their shot at WWE. What's the message? Don't worry about paying your dues. Don't worry about working your way up through the territories. Don't worry about perfecting your craft in front of 40 people in a high school gym. Just get famous on social media first, and we'll hand you everything. Let's talk about what actually happened in this match, because the in-ring story somehow makes this even more infuriating. The match started exactly how you'd expect. Rey Mysterio, the veteran, the technician, showing Logan Paul levels to this game. Rey was hitting him with arm drags, quick Lucha transitions, keeping the pace high, making Logan look confused. For about 5 minutes, it looked like we were getting the Rey Mysterio masterclass we deserved. The crowd was hot for Rey, chanting his name, living and dying with every near fall. And here's a question for the comments: what's your favorite Rey Mysterio moment of all time? Because tonight definitely isn't making anybody's list. But then something shifted. Logan started targeting Rey's knee, the same knee that's been surgically repaired more times than we can count, the knee that's held together by sheer willpower and probably duct tape at this point. And credit where it's due, Logan worked that body part like someone taught him actual psychology. He wasn't just doing moves. He was deconstructing a legend, systematically breaking down the foundation that Rey's entire offense is built on. The problem, that's exactly what makes this so hard to watch. Because Logan Paul shouldn't be this good this fast. He shouldn't understand ring psychology at this level when guys who've been wrestling for 15 years still don't get it. It's like watching someone pick up a guitar for the first time and immediately play like Jimi Hendrix. It's impressive, sure, but it also feels wrong somehow. It feels like it cheapens everyone else's journey. Rey fought back, of course, because Rey Mysterio is a warrior. He hit Logan with a beautiful Hurricane Rana, a springboard crossbody that got a close 2 count, and the crowd started coming alive again. You could feel the building believing that maybe, just maybe, the legend was going to remind this influencer who the real master is. Rey set up for the 619, his signature, the move that's finished countless matches, the move that's as iconic as the Stone Cold Stunner or the Rock Bottom. He connected, the 619 hit flush, and Logan Paul went down hard. Rey climbed to the top rope for the splash, and every single person in that arena thought this was it. The veteran was going to do what veterans do, teach the young upstart a lesson. But here's where WWE really twisted the knife. Logan got his knees up, Rey crashed and burned, clutching his ribs, and Logan immediately transitioned into that Maverick, his version of a buckshot lariat that he stole from Will Ospreay, by the way, but that's a rant for another video. 1, 2, 3. It's over. Logan Paul wins. Logan Paul is going to the Elimination Chamber. Rey Mysterio goes home with another loss on his record. Drop a comment and tell me, should part-timers like Logan Paul even be allowed in matches that determine spots in premium live events? Now, let's address the elephant in the room, the business side of this. Because I can already hear the WWE apologists warming up their keyboards. Logan Paul draws money, he brings in casual fans. WWE is a business, not a charity. And you're right, WWE is a business. But wrestling is also supposed to be about storytelling, about earning your spot, about creating stars through compelling narratives that make sense. What story does this tell? That fame matters more than dedication, that Instagram followers count more than years of sacrifice, that if you're already rich and famous, WWE will just hand you wins over Hall of Famers, because that's the story I'm getting, and it's not one that makes me want to invest emotionally in this product. Here's what really gets me: Rey Mysterio doesn't need to be taking losses to Logan Paul at this point in his career. Rey should be in the role of gatekeeper, the respected veteran who puts over full-time talent who are going to be here next week, next month, next year. When Rey puts someone over, it should mean something. It should be the stamp of approval that says, this person is the future. Instead, we're wasting that rub on someone who's going to disappear after WrestleMania to go film another Netflix documentary about his life. And don't even get me started on what this means for the Elimination Chamber match itself. So Logan Paul gets in, which means there's one fewer spot for someone who's actually here every single week grinding it out. Someone like Chad Gable, who's been killing it in the ring consistently. Someone like Bronson Reed, who's been built as a monster. Heck, even someone like Kofi Kingston, another veteran who could use that spot more than a part-timer who doesn't need the platform. Let me ask you this for the comments section: if you could book the Elimination Chamber match, who would be your 6 participants? Because I guarantee most of you won't say Logan Paul. The worst part, the absolute worst part, this match was actually really good from a pure wrestling standpoint. The psychology was there, the action was crisp, the near falls were believable, and the crowd was invested from bell to bell. In a vacuum, if you just showed me this match with no context about who these people are, I'd say it was a solid television match that accomplished its goal. But context matters, stories matter, legacies matter. Rey Mysterio has main event WrestleManias. He's held every title that matters. He's performed in front of millions of people across the globe. He's inspired everyone from AJ Styles to Ricochet to countless others who wear masks in tribute to what he represents. And now, in what might be one of his final years as an active competitor, he's being used as a stepping stone for someone who's going to peace out of wrestling the second his contract is up to go chase the next viral trend. This isn't about gatekeeping. This isn't about being stuck in the past or hating on celebrities in wrestling. Wrestling has always had celebrities. Mr. T at WrestleMania 1, Mike Tyson, Floyd Mayweather, Bad Bunny. But there's a difference between having celebrities participate and having them go over your legends clean in matches that actually matter for your storylines. You want Logan Paul on your show? Fine. Put him in celebrity matches at WrestleMania. Have him do special attractions. Use his platform to bring eyeballs to your product. But when it comes to your actual wrestling storylines, your championships, your premium live event qualifying matches, maybe, just maybe, prioritize the people who've dedicated their entire lives to your industry. Here's my final question for the comments, and I really want to hear from you on this one. Do you think WWE values entertainment over wrestling legacy at this point? Has the company completely lost sight of what made it special in the first place? Look, I know some of you disagree with me. I know some of you think Logan Paul is the best thing that's happened to WWE in years. And honestly, that's fine. That's what makes wrestling great. We can all have different opinions. But I just can't shake this feeling that something important was lost tonight. Something about the respect and reverence for the business, for the legends who built it, for the idea that maybe, just maybe, time in the ring should matter more than time in front of a camera. Rey Mysterio deserved better. The fans deserve better. Wrestling deserved better. Hit that like button if you agree, and absolutely destroy the comment section with your thoughts, because I need to know I'm not alone in feeling completely disrespected by what we witnessed tonight. Subscribe to Wrestling Zone 1 for more no BS wrestling takes, and I'll see you in the next one. Booyaka 619. You deserve better, Rey.